Alright, YouTube. We're at our second video, and this is a goodie drop. I basically held back from last month because I didn't have too much to show off. We combined last month with this month. And it's a decent fair amount of stuff, to show off, and like I said, most of my stuff went to bills. Can't help it, pay that loans off. Alright, I'm not going to keep that Elite Trainer box, the box itself. I'm going to buy another one and just keep that one because this one's a little bit also messed up. Like I said, they didn't pack the stuff that well. And a lot of cards are warped for some weird reason. Alright, let's start with the movies and games first, okay? I don't think I got too many games this didn't bear off. Some deals were pretty good. But like what we really did get was that Arrow. They started to get some of the Hong Kong movies, some of the martial arts stuff, because 88 Films got a lot of stuff, and they're bringing some of the stuff over. But Arrow said, "Hey, let's get some of that stuff for us too, right?" They make a lot of deals between each other. Sometimes Screen Factory gets in and gets some of the horror stuff out to others, because there might be a bigger title they want. Like I said, that's how they go. They swap that way. Maybe one movie for two. They may have or whatever. Anywho's, we got the 8 diagram pole fighter. Yes, with slipcover. That looks good, right? There was a little mishap on the bottom. It got a little wet, so that's kind of took a little color out from that. I don't know if you see that well. That hurt my heart when that happened, but so I'm huge on martial art movies, like overseas, J horror, H horror, C, I mean like all the good stuff. I mean, I should say K horror, or C horror, not H horror. What I'm talking about, but like they call Hong Kong because that's the most where they get the stuff from. That cover right there, the original. Yes, with the booklet and everything. See, this is the type of stuff I may spend a little bit more for. But for some reason, Screen Factory has been price gouging their stuff. I mean, like you could get like their movies back then for like $22 plus a little tax, 24, per. And a lot of times the collector stuff come with a poster. They jack the price up to 28, and that's not including the taxes. That's so foul. And then they jacked up the price for their 4K movies. Yes, they went close to $40 for a 4K. No, I'm not doing that. So a lot of times I'm not gonna get those posters. I got the Halloween 4Ks from Amazon. I don't need posters. Just to give me the slip cover, so I'm happy because it's not a box set, so I'm good on that. But then they just hit me some, like after like about 8 or 9 releases of 4K double dips, triple dips, whatever they're doing that I'm not happy about, they hit us with a Child's Play. And if you saw some of my past videos, I've mentioned that they had the rights to Child's Play 2 and 3, but somehow some legal issue happened and they couldn't put it out. They dropped the first movie, but the other two did not come out. And it was leaked that they had it, and they even leaked what time they wanted to put it out. Didn't happen. So that was a huge blow. But now they're putting it out as 4K movies. Like it's not a box set. I don't think it's a box set. I wish it was, but they are price gouging this thing badly. Once again, close to $40 per 4K movie. There's 3 of them. They couldn't get the other stuff, Bride of Chucky and the other two, and well, actually, did more than that. Been nice for that, but it would have been close to like 300 something. I mean, like, what in the world? And plus, they're from different studios, so they were able to get the first 3. I got the one set that comes, with the 2 alternative slip covers, the new artworks for 2 and 3, and it's in the posters, like, for the 3. So that's like $120 some dollars, it's in tax, it's like 140. Yeah, I hate that. It's pretty expensive, but like they got me on that. If it was a box set, oh, I would have did it. And the only reason I went for the second biggest tier is because you guessed it, I like the artwork for part 2 and 3, and I got the artwork for the first one, so I might as well get the artwork for those posters. and the slipcover. So I did that way. I wanted the Nico, but they went like a little bit too much, to have everything bundled together with the Nico figurine. Maybe later down the road, I may see it on eBay. It'd probably be 100 then, but I probably have the money for it then. But right now, I can't do it with everything put together. And so they got pins with from Cavity Colors, so I think they're doing under all their pins, and it's not worth it. There's over 200 some dollars on that. For what, pins? I'm surprised they didn't put no vinyl in there and try to rip you off. I have to say that's a rip off. They're putting more stuff in there, boosting the price, and it's not worth it. I don't care about these pins. If you're huge on pins, that's cool, but they're not fake pins. That's a little bit cheaper than what they want with these things. And it's better looking, out there. I don't like the. I mean, I don't know. That's you if you like pins. I mean, back in the day, you could get pins for 99¢. So I don't know what the big whoopie whoop of pins are. I'm big on slip covers, artwork. If there's a collector's edition, maybe an art book. Something that's worthwhile. Signature. Autographs. But vinyl, I'm not big on vinyl. So they put figurines. You got me on the figurines. Okay, the Nikos look good. This one's the burnt Chucky one. It looked decent, but at the same time, the price of everything put together, no. If it was a box set, I might consider it. But because of these are just single movies itself, I would love for it to be a box set. Oh, rumor mill. I heard they got all the Nightmare on Elm Streets, but they're holding off for the 40th anniversary. And that's when they're going to put the box set out for that. And it's going to be pricey. And once again, they're going to bundle that thing up like crazy. But I'll probably get the one where it's all posters. If it's a figurine, I'll get Freddy figurine. I'm going to pay out the rip on that. I'm going to say that it's going to go for like a game console. But all right, let's jump back into it. Okay, I'll talk y'all heads off on that. All right, there's games right there. I want to go ahead and get rid of the movies. So right now, my Vinegar Syndrome drop hasn't came in. I did fork out some of the older movies that were a little bit cheaper price, but unfortunately, they sold out of the Drop Dead Fred's limited editions with the slip cover exactly when it went live. As soon as it went live, they sold out, and I hated that happening because that's when I was going to get my purchase in for it. That way I bundle everything. Now I'm looking at the price of $100 on eBay. No. All right, we got Beverly Hills Cop 2 with slipcover. That's like $20. You know what? I did not adjust my webcam, so I'm gonna be a little bit blurry and not 100% clarity. I apologize for that. All right, and once again, another Arrow, one arm boxer. Yes. There's another one that I haven't gotten, but I'm gonna have to backtrack and get that. Man, I love it when they do that. And now they're getting into the Hong Kong horror. Well, it's not just horror, but like the Hong Kong films they're gonna start bringing over here, And yes, they're looking good. I don't know how Criterion got the two big ones that I thought maybe 88 films would have brought over. I don't know how Criterion did, okay? And I'm not happy Criterion got it because you saw what they did with the Jackie Chan police story movies. I hated the cover design. I hated the look of they did to it. Once Upon a Time in China series they got a hold of. I hated the look to it. Leave to one these companies who's going to give us the best looks, who's really going to go out and give us, all the goodies for the deleted scenes, and the commentaries and the artworks, the booklets, they go bells and whistles, okay? I don't know why Criterion, and they really getting desperate here, but they know what we want. I prefer somebody else to bring it to us. I don't know how they got the other two movies. Yikes, right? But anywho, let's get back where we is now. Got back to the Vestron, and this is a little bit different from usually what they put out. Extreme Prejudice. Sometimes it's hard to do with my dentures. I apologize for that. But definitely scooped this up. And then I think this is like the third movie they put out that's different from like the usual horror movies they put out. Or like, comedy horror, some type of horror, So I don't care. As long as they keep this series going, I'm happy. So far, we haven't heard what's next. You know, if it is there's maybe something more coming, but if they put other genres in, I still buy it. I grab shop movies, you know, but I grab the ones I want. But since I started from number one, my OCD kicking in bad. I gotta get them all. Okay, what do we have game wise? Game wise, we got a little bit decent stuff. We got the medium. I got this for like under 30, I think 25. You know, they had a good deal. I maybe could have got a little bit cheaper, but I got this one from GameFly. So right now, GameFly has a little bit more than what they had in it. That was a real special deal. We got House of Ashes. I finally scooped this up for 20. See, I told you, just wait it out. A lot of this stuff go down in price. And here's something that disappointed me, but not the game itself, but we got Deathloop, and I waited for the deluxe edition. I could have got the original for $17, but the standard, but I waited for the deluxe edition because for some reason I thought it was going to be a steel book, a slip cover, something. All this is a different cover with some DLC, microtransaction type, you know, DLC put in. It was not worth the wait. You know, I got this for like, what I got this for? I think it was like 27, 25. Whatever the price is, I still feel like I should have waited till it was 20. This to me was not worth it. I mean, why couldn't you make this a steelbook? It's a deluxe. If you don't make your deluxe editions a steelbook or a slipcover, you're wrong. So that's something that kind of really irked me because I waited a long time for the deluxe to drop in price. And we got this. I'm happy to get it because this is starting to get a little bit harder to grab out. Somebody told me that a new wave came out, but I'm not certain. This Final Fantasy VII Remake Integrate. Some of these that they're bringing over from the PS4, you know, making PS5 copies, are getting a little bit harder to find. I scooped this one up. Metro was a little bit hard to find. You know, the Exodus because they brought it over and that. But the much harder one to find now is Borderlands 3, the Ultimate Edition for PS5. Amazon don't have them no more. I haven't heard nothing about no reprints. What they have now is what you get, and that's over 60. And like some people know it's rare, and they're boosting it up to close to 100 now. So I was hoping to find a good price. GameFly no more has those. Oh, that hurt. And I think it's just the standard game, and you know, a DLC code card for the you know, the expansions and stuff, the DLC stuff. You know, which sucks. It should be on the disc itself. They're cutting corners, but hey, it is what it is, right? So these games that they bring over, you know, that's integrated, you know, from the PS4 and all, that's getting a bit hard to find. Borderlands 3, Metro Exodus was hard for me to find. In fact, I got it from GameFly at their last batch they had, because they used to have a lot and then nothing for months, and then bloop, last batch I got one. Because now they're going expensive. I got the Forbidden City. This was $9.99. You know, some games I will never play, like the Civilization type, you know, those type of games, you know, I won't get. So, but something like this, I'll wait till the price is right. $9.99, brand new, can't beat. I don't know how to use Absolute End of Gods. Got this for $17. That's a great price. Scooped it up from GameFly as well. And here's something that was it was $7.99. Fortnite Mighty Legends. I scooped this up because I feel they're not going to make more prints of it. And there's two different Fortnite games for the PS5 like this. This is the one I scooped up. It's just a download code in there. There's no disc. I'm not opening this, you know. Because right now, like PS4, they had, was it PUBG? Either PUBG or one of the other ones. And the price for it is buku. It's like $200, $300 for it now because it's so rare. You know, they only made like a batch, and because it didn't sell, it went cheap. Still nobody bought, and then gone. Somebody bought all of them out. I don't know what happened, but it is now worth a lot. So hopefully it might happen with this one, you know, the Mighty Legends. I don't know what the other one was. It a regular Fortnite or was that the Choker bundle? I don't know. But whatever the case is, I got this one at a good price, $7.99, right? All right. You know, I probably showed this one before, but it was just sitting there, you know. So, Dream a Little Dream. Once again, another Vestron. Scoop that up. And the last little bit of stuff, I got the third Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Persona 5. I had to scoop it up. You know, all three when I saw it, they was exclusive and looking good. And there's Tuxie right there. If she shows her backside, I apologize. Tuxie. Japanese. From Zero, number 3. I got the other two, you know. I've had the other two for years, and I still haven't started on them. I promised myself one day I'm going to start. I'm going to learn. That way I know what's being said. It's crazy, right? I mean, like, but still, I have 3 of them, right? So definitely whenever I do start, I don't have to wait and be like, oh man, I got to get the other one or the next one, you know. I already got 3 at a good price, too. And then I found out somebody made a NES. You know, I got a lot of these books, you know, usually from Pat, the Ultimate Nintendo, or the Ultimate SNES. And then I had the other ones, the Omnibus. I had the Super Nintendo one that had came out. But then I found out they made the NES ones as well. So this is the volume 1 I got for $25, I think. Some places still want buku for it. The second one had came out not too long ago, and that's still at $40. Alright. So unfortunately, Tuxie is being rude and bad. She wants attention. You know, I'm done showing everything. You know, like I said, it wasn't that much, but it's still enough to show off. You know. So I'm gonna check the outside looking like. You know, I got outside keys that's probably around dinner time. It's probably dinner time for the inside keys too. But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave some likes, some comments, definitely hit that bell to subscribe, and always enjoy.